We take a look here at Bitcoin, exact region that we discussed on yesterday's session. I showed you guys the distributive ring that was happening in here. We talked about the break below the 50-day. We talked about where this could potentially land us, and this is really the spot where I want us to maintain. If Bitcoin can create its final bottom here, or at least start doing this shape that we saw here, if we can see something like this form, and we see that form over here, that would be fantastic. And that would be the best case scenario for Bitcoin. This has been really more than sufficient as far as rebalancing is concerned. Discount wise, from 82, almost 83,000, prices come down about 13%. This has been a very healthy correction, and I still think that this is an opportunity to build at higher low. The shorter to more midterm momentum situation would have been maintaining 76K. But even down here, back on this previous accumulative basing here, that's really where I want us to maintain. If this does break down though, if this is not maintained, we are going to be seeing roughly that 68K region, give or take, because we measured the head and shoulders in here. It's about 8-9%. And then we measure from the neckline in there. That puts us closer to like 68, 67K, give or take, which is kind of back in line here with this breakout. So I don't want to see that. I would prefer not to see that. I'd prefer for us to maintain that higher low. But if we're going to see the completion of the shape and the structure that I've outlined here as that rounded dome shape, that's where it's going to land us based on what textbook distribution patterns show us for this type of movement in here. So that's worst case scenario. That would take some momentum out of the markets. We need to see a clean break back over 73K to start having a discussion about further breakouts again. I'm still not going to let go of the fact that this is still major imbalance up here that was not reached out to. So, this to me is not the worst market restructuring. I just want us to find the support bounce now so that we can avoid having to challenge a much deeper and wider range in here, even though it wouldn't completely ruin the long-term accumulative structure in here.